Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Happy Wednesday to you all. Hopefully, your week is off to and continuing to be a brilliant time. We have the rest of Miss Chaeyeon's release to check out, the Over the Moon EP. Now, the title track, Knock, was brilliant. I very much enjoyed it. But we have, I believe, 4 other songs to check out. Yeah, so we have the intro, line by line, and then the B-sides, Don't Wanna Know, Don't Be a Drip, and Like a Star. Those are only 4 songs today, but that is A-OK with me. We're over on Spotify. This makes things a lot easier, and also lyric videos aren't available for everything yet at the moment. What am I hoping for from this album? Musical progression, I think, is one. Just kind of like taking her work and taking it a step up from Hush Rush. I liked Hush Rush era. In fact, my favorite soloist B-side of the year from last year was from the Hush Rush EP, because Danny was stupendous. I love Danny so much. I still listen to it. That song still has me like that. And I'm hoping we get another B-side like Danny on this one. But let's just enjoy it, shall we? If you want to skip ahead to a certain song, the timeline is going to be chapter based off of what we're listening to, as is the usual with these album listens. If this survives YouTube Content ID, I don't actually know when it comes to WM, technically RBW albums, but we'll find out together. So here we go. Start off with the intro line by line. Fortunately, they didn't update the background picture on her Spotify yet, but that's okay. We move! Let's go. Hey yo, hold up. Oh wait, why is this song an intro? It's so good. What? It's kind of got like a summery vibe to it. No, it can't be over already. That's just not fair. That's just not fair. Again, line by line gives me much of like the similar vibes that I got from Yidden's Believer last year. If any of you listened to Yidden's debut audio album, there was a B-side on it called Believer, which coincidentally enough was my second place pick for soloist B-side of the year last year. But it really has very similar vibes to it when I listen to it, and I'm so mad that this is just an intro. Because all the potential for this to be a full song, oh, I was right there. Oh, man. I haven't been this upset about the fact that an intro is an intro since Yuju's Play last year. Because on the Play album, or I guess it was the Record album, there was the intro, Bad Blood, was so good. But again, it was an intro, so it was only like a minute and 20 seconds long or something. And it was like, oh, the potential was there, but we never got it. Line by line is much the same way. I love it. I love the little like minute 15-second clip we got of it, and I just want it to be a full song. But it isn't, and I really hope that since Chaeyeon is kind of in a roundabout way under RBW now, because RBW are, I think, principal shareholders of WM, I really hope that she pulls a Purple Kiss with Pretty Psycho, and that ends up being a full song on like the next album or something. I know it's a stretch, but I really want that to happen, because also Pretty Psycho by Purple Kiss, oh, spectacular B-side, and that was also an intro as well. So I'm really hoping that we get Line by Line as a full song sometime soon. Oh, good start to the album though. And considering that the next song following Line by Line is Knock, this album's off to a great start. We're gonna skip Knock because we've listened to that already. If you want to see the reaction to that, it's over on the channel. Mobile viewers, it's up there. Desktop viewers, it's probably gonna be down there somewhere. But here we go. Next song. I Don't Wanna Know. Oh, hello. Are we getting like... Whoa! Hold up, let me actually sit up for this one. Getting like... haunted house dungeon crawler video game vibes? Big beat breakdown here, taking it to halftime. But yeah, it's definitely, it's giving me like haunted house dungeon crawler video game vibes. I really like it. It's high octane and it's dramatic and it's dark. Oh, we got rapper Chaeyeon back. You know? In a very charming way, this video game aesthetic really works. This is giving off very heavy boss battle vibes. Like, I could see this as part of like a video game OST for like a fantasy like dungeon crawler RPG type of vibe. There it is. Draw out the pause a little bit longer in the second verse. Okay, I Don't Want to Know is a really interesting case here because the song is kind of glorious. I love this aesthetic. I very much enjoy video games. Okay, like I love a good video game, and this I Don't Want to Know just screams video game for me, and I love it. It's interesting because this song does not come across as like a pop song. In fact, it's like there really is not a lot of vocals for a pop song, for like this to be considered a pop song. This is very much an instrumental heavy song. And I love Chaeyeon's vocals. But for this song, I can't listen to it as a Chaeyeon B-side because my brain immediately thinks video game OST, and it feels more like a video game OST that Chaeyeon got to like sing, rather than kind of like an official release of hers in a way, because it feels like she didn't have a lot of moments to like really do something on the song, if that makes sense. Like this is, she doesn't have a lot of lines in this song, and on the lines that she does, it's very much more not your like typical melodic vocal top line. And it feels more of like an EDM track in a bit, like a traditional EDM track where you've got kind of like a Vocaloid like top line in a way. And I think that's the charm of this song, is that it is so out there and it's so different. Oh. This makes me want to play like pick up kind of like a Souls type game, even though I'm so god awful at Souls type games. Kind of makes me want to pick one up, or just like any kind of like first person like boss battle dungeon crawler type of thing. Oh, that gets your heart rate going. That could be a good gym song too. Ooh. You know, I mean, we have 2 more songs left, but this might be the Danny of this album. But let's move on. Don't be a jerk. Don't be a jerk. You know, good life lesson. Don't be a jerk. Hard synth pad hits.
I don't care about that. Oh, yeah.
Kind of giving me a little bit of Hush Hush vibe, or Hush Rush vibes. That is a crispy synth pad line though. Nice solid build. Yeah, it does give me very similar vibes to Hush Rush. But as like an overall package so far, I quite like it. It's really mellow. Post-chorus. It's a really nice vibe. The song flows really nicely. It's easy to listen to. I like that this build is a little bit muffled now in the instrumental part, because it lets the vocal part take the main lead in the build up into the chorus, and now it's all clear in the chorus. Ooh. Vocal split. Interesting panning thing they did for the lead into the bridge though. If you have stereo headphones, you could hear her voice go back and forth. Breakdown with just the electric guitar. And then bring the beat back in. Nice pause. Don't Be a Jerk is kind of like the grown-up version of Hush Rush for me. Because the vibes are really similar. How the melody sounds, I think, is really similar, and how like the listener can like pick it up. But it's gone and taken like the base recipe from Hush Rush and kind of like elaborated on it, and I really like it. Don't Be a Jerk really works, I think, for the album, because it starts off pretty high energy. Like, I mean, Line by Line is kind of along the similar route as Don't Be a Jerk, but Knock and shoot, I've forgotten the name of the song already. My memory's so bad. I don't want to know. Are both very high intensity songs. So having a song like Don't Be a Jerk here in the middle, or like towards the latter end of the album to kind of like mellow it down a little bit, but still maintain that like pretty quick energy of the song or album so far, I think is really important. It's really nice. There's some really fine little details in the composition and like sound engineering for this song that I really like. The very subtle panning, whether it's like the little vocal ad-libs in the chorus or in the bridge where her voice is just panning back and forth. The little effects they put on just the instrumental parts in the pre-choruses and on the builds so that it enhances Chaeyeon's voice a little bit more. I think it's a really well-written song for me. I really much like that one. Okay, but last song, Like a Star. I also noticed on, I know we haven't talked about writing credits all that much, but Chaeyeon does have a hand in lyrics for this. Admittedly, we don't know what the lyrics are, but that's the point. She got involved in one of her own songs. That we love to see an artist get involved with their own projects like that. So, Like a Star. The final song on the album typically means a ballad. Let's find out. Called it. I always say that when it comes to a ballad, acoustic instruments cannot be topped. Double acoustic guitar and a piano. Oh, that was cool. The final line of the vocal part then went into a call and response with the isolated piano and the little interlude. I like that. I like though that like the only synthetic part of this entire song is in like the bass beat element. Even we had like a natural synth roll or cymbal roll, another one. Add a little string section. And throughout all this, you can still hear the acoustic piano and the strums of the acoustic guitar. Bring in another flourish for the bridge, okay. Get a little bit funky with those chords. I like the subtle inclusions of the triple meter measures in there. That is a powerful re-entry. Ooh, get spicy with that last chord a little bit. Now that is a ballad to end an album on. Ooh, did not know she had that in her locker. Oh, that had everything I love about a ballad in it. Super smooth, flowing vocals, acoustic instrumentals, really pretty flourishes, isolate the vocals sometimes, add a couple spicy chords here and there, mess around with the meter. All this song was missing was like a very subtle, like maybe like French horn section, and this would have been like my perfect like acoustic ballad. Honestly, like from the bridge onwards, I was just so captivated by the song that I had no words. It was just I was lost in the sauce. It was that's a magical ballad right there. That is genuinely a magical ballad. Wow. We're going back to it.
Just like a star 어두운 밤이 지나도 Just like a star 약속한
The way they let Chaeyeon's voice alone, the way they leave her voice alone to start the final chorus, and then have the bam 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 bam, that syncopated re-entry of the orchestral sections. Oh, so pretty. As an orchestra kid, I love that. That was so powerful. And this little secondary build again, and then let it release. Oh, hell yes. I love that Like a Star ends on that chord. Oh. Okay, the Over the Moon EP, Chaeyeon's Over the Moon EP. I think in general, I said at the beginning that one of the things I wanted to see was musical progression, and just to see her like kind of, it's one kind of like establish a sound, but two just improve on Hush Rush. Hush Rush EP was good. It was a really solid debut. But the thing about kind of like humanity in general is that there's the mentality that you just can constantly improve on what you've done in the past. Chaeyeon has done that with Over the Moon, I think. I think as an overall project, Over the Moon definitely is a, for me at least, is a step up from Hush Rush. In that there's definitely a little bit more cohesiveness to the album, in that like it's musically more consistent. It's songs that's showing off more what she can do and like what type of like musical style kind of maybe like she wants to do, but at the same time trying little different bits here and there. Like Don't Want to Know, I Don't Want to Know is a, in like comparison to the rest of the songs on the album, very experimental. But for me, it's one of those songs where it's like that experimentalness really translated well, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. The also video game aesthetic is really good too. But that's solid. That's a solid EP from Miss Chaeyeon. That was a lot of fun. Little bit of everything for everyone. You got some high intensity, you got some nice mellow vibes, you got a ballad in there for the ballad lovers out there, myself included. And just, it's just so good to see Chaeyeon back. Mr. doing music, so. Anyways, that's it for me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully this survives YouTube Content ID. I haven't dealt with the WM album yet. I've dealt with RBW albums, we've been okay so far, but WM is a different can of worms that we have not cracked into yet, so fingers crossed that it survives. But if it does, and this is on YouTube, thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy and want to see more, channel icon is up there. You can find the back catalog of stuff watched in the past. Drop a subscription if you want to keep up to date with whenever I upload new videos. And if you want to watch another video of mine right away, YouTube recommends you watch that video down there. And until next time, bye-bye.